Yeah, was it for DMX to be in a tub full of blood for that second album cover?
I don't know. Probably Leroy. I think he had something to do with that blood thing, man. It was pretty funny. It was goat blood, I think. Yeah.
Oh, it was actual blood. It wasn't just like food coloring.
Yeah, that was the real deal.
So they filled up a tub with goat blood, and DMX literally dumped himself in the blood.
Some level like that, man. It was crazy. I'm like,
Many of these hip hop celebrities, in regards to these rappers, entertainers, singers, and even just, as a whole when it comes to the entertainment industry, they have to partake in blood rituals. They have to partake in the left hand energy in regards to the rites, in regards to the rituals, so on and so forth. So as you see here with the bloodbath ritual, here you see Eminem laying in the tub. And the reason why they love blood so much is because, when you read the scriptures, it tells you that the life of the blood is in the body, or the life of the body is in the blood, excuse me. So they find great power in blood. That's why they sacrifice little kids. That's why they worship Baal, the god of sacrifice. And this is why they drink blood, so on and so forth, because they get great power from Satanism. And that goes into blood drinking, so on and so forth. Also going into the Black Mass, in which, the Black Mass is basically a mimicry of the Catholic Mass, in which they just basically do, the whole communion thing, on the Catholic side. But the mimicry, goes into the substitution of, the black leather garments, also substituting black candles for the white candles, wearing red garments, so on and so forth, just for the whole operation and the whole understanding of what the Black Mass is all about. So this is Eminem here, and he's a high level Luciferian. He had a song called 3 a.m., and we know that 3 a.m. is the witching hour. So he is a high level Luciferian. He worships Saturn and Pan, and that's what he's all about. So you see right here, DMX, flesh of my flesh, blood of my blood, in the yellow, and then you also have the black, white, and the red, and you see him with the devil horns. And as you saw in the beginning of this video, in which they were going into it, yes, that is goat blood. And why was it specifically a goat? Because they worship the goat. They worship Pan, the goat god, the horn god. That's what they worship. So you see here this young rapper, Polo G, with his album The GOAT, dressed in all black for Pan or for Saturn. And, this is just him letting you know what he about. And they real blatant with it. You feel what I'm saying? Just covering all his bases in regards to the worship system, in regards to the dark arts. That's what he's truly about. So this is him just letting you know that he worships the GOAT. So here is just a quote from the revelation of Miss Janelle Monáe, in which she's basically giving you her understanding, or the understanding that she's a pansexual. Being a queer black woman in America, she says, taking a breath as she comes out. Someone who has been in relationships with both men and women, I consider myself to be a free-ass motherfucker. She initially identified as bisexual, she clarifies, but then later I read about pansexuality and was like, oh, these are the things I identify with too. I'm open to learning more about who I am. So she started to understand based off of her being more embedded in the craft in regards to the dark arts, Luciferianism, quote unquote Illuminati. She was really, really into that worship system. She really started to understand what she was about. So she was like, you know what, I'm comfortable with letting the masses know, even though it's going to go over their head. When Crowley was enthroned in Berlin as Baphomet, the title he assumed when he joined the OTO, which is the Ordos Templis Orientis, he copied as Seal, the Alexandrian gem displayed the conjoined ram and goat of Mendes Pan that he had garnered from the two essays of the worship of Priapus. By Richard Payne Knight, this was appropriate as Baphomet, like Pan, enjoined men to lust and enjoy all things of senses. By calling herself a pansexual instead of a bisexual, she calls his name particularly to veil the horn god to deceive the masses that do not know him. Janelle fully understands the nature of the Baphomet, and that's what it's about. It's about deceiving the masses because our people, and just people in general, this information, they're not privy to it. You know what I mean? It's only a little bit of people who really understand this type of stuff. So if you understand why you see like goats and stuff like that, you see Shannon Sharp on Undisputed, where you always wear the goat mask. It's not necessarily talking about LeBron James, even though LeBron James is tied into that too, but he's giving you the understanding of his veneration system, his belief system, because he is a Luciferian. He worships the goat. He worships the Baphomet, and that is the god of this world, the Baphomet. So not only is she a worshiper of Pan, but she is also a worshiper of the mother goddess, Isis. She's letting you know what she's about, and also letting you know that she is, a worshiper of Pan when you see this and look at it in two ways, because she's covering her eye, throwing up the 666 for Pan, as well as exposing her left eye. So she's just letting you know what the hell she's all about. And you see this here with her, her witch sister, Erica Badu. They letting you know that, they won't never tell her secrets. And she's covering her left eye, exposing her right eye for the eye of Horus, the eye of Providence, for the sun, Right here is what you see, Miss Erica Badu and Janelle Monáe again. And you see this here is in black, white, and red for the black mass. And you know what the black mass is about in regards to what I was stating earlier. With the sprinkling of a little bit of red, black, and white in regards to what it goes back to when it comes to the mimicry of the Catholic Mass. And also understanding that, listen, man, it's all based in the veneration of Pan and Bacchus. That's what it's all about. That's what it all goes back to in regards to the veneration system. So right here is a picture of the recently released album from the Locks, Living Off Experience. This is just giving you understanding of what they about. Wearing all black and just that little bit of sprinkling of red in the title. You know what I mean? Letting you know what they about. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm a fan of these rappers. They nice. You know what I mean? Kiss and Styles, but we have to understand what they're about. We can't put these people on a pedestal. We can respect what they do, and that's that. Let it just stand there. The Black Mass, a movie that came out. I forget what year, but yeah, man. Just letting you know. Black, white, and the red. This is a song from, I believe, a band called Dark Faithful or some shit like that. Faithful Darkness. A song called Arch God. Just letting you know that this is in, allusion to the Black Mass with the black, white, and the red. You feel what I'm saying? Lil Wayne, the Carter 3. Black, white, and red once again. You know what I mean? All about the Black Mass and the veneration of Pan. You see Michael Jackson, Blood on the Dance Floor. Michael Jackson was tortured, man. He was an ardent Luciferian, but he was tortured. He was under mind control. He was under deep programming. You know what I mean? But yeah, Blood on the Dance Floor from Michael Jackson. Ardent Luciferian, ardent Mason. Drake, So Far Gone. Once again, black, white, and the red. Sprinkling of the red. It's kind of like that whole dragon effect of the fire coming out of, the breath of fire coming from the dragon. Because, Drake is the dragon. The term Drake means dragon, right? Drake again, Thank Me Later, black, white, and the red. A little, burnt red, but red. Like a little burgundy-ish, But that's red, man. Merlot. So just going back to the blood ritual, when it comes to bathing, drinking blood, so on and so forth. Characters who bathe in blood occasionally exhibit qualities associated with vampirism, especially when alluding to blood being rejuvenating or how they come to acquire their blood in the first place. Bloodlust and fangs can be commonly noticed as well. In case not involving vampires, characters may be dabbling in the dark arts, especially blood magic. The trope itself can also follow the rule of symbolism to deliver an Aesop about the evils of vanity and immorality. So you see here with this picture of Chris Brown, and T-Pain here in the background, with the yellow in the background as well for the worship of the sun, enlightenment. You're always going to see that, you're not always going to see it, but for the most part, you're going to see it a lot with the component of the red, the yellow, and the black. Just giving you an understanding of sun worship and Saturn worship. You know what I mean? Osiris and Pan, so on and so forth. Right? So blood offerings, basic to both animal and human sacrifice, is the recognition of blood as the sacred life force in man and beast. Through the sacrifice, through the return of the sacred life revealed in the victim, and God lives, and therefore man and nature live. The great potency of blood has been utilized through sacrifice for a number of purposes. Earth fertility, purification, and expiation, The letting of blood, however, was neither the only end nor the only mode of human and animal sacrifice. And they sacrifice, in regards to Greece, they sacrifice goats and bulls and rams. And those are the three animals that, that are heavily worshipped in regards to this society. Goats, bulls, and rams. Not necessarily the animals themselves, but the understanding of, what it goes back to in regards to the veneration system. When it comes to like the gods and the goddesses and all that, like the goat god, the bull god, the ram god, so on and so forth. So this is just another article that I wanted to read up on in regards to Lady Gaga. Lady Gaga has been accused of partaking in a satanic ritual after leaving a bathtub full of blood in a London hotel. The incident happened during the summer of last year at the Intercontinental Hotel in the capital. One of the hotel workers has now revealed to Truthquake their thoughts on the matter and has said that the singer was bathing in blood as part of a satanic ritual. The hotel worker went on to say, Lady Gaga left large amounts of blood in the suite during a stay this summer. The incident was reported to the concierge, who was told to put it out of her mind. Right, just she probably was traumatized or whatever. They probably told her, just forget that you even witnessed all that stuff. I'm gonna give you some money, go shopping or something like that. Shit crazy, man. Shit wild, man. So I just wanted to read up on this in regards to, the further understanding of what these people partake in, especially the higher ups, and even the higher ups that we don't even know. These people are full of the devil. These people can't even be reasoned with. Rodney Howard Brown said in the sermon over the weekend, they have already given their soul to the devil. Are you with me? These people go through seances. These people drink blood. These people sacrifice children. They sacrifice children at the highest levels in Hollywood. And the reason why they do that with children is because, children, they're feeble-minded. And not just feeble-minded, they're just feeble in general. The essence of the children as far as the blood is what's most potent. So that's why they they handle children in regards to ritual mind control and abuse. They do all these things to the precious young youth, man, and it's really, really unfortunate. It's sad. That's why this world has to end, because they're killing our young babies, man, our young Israelite children, and the children in general. They're killing our young children by doing these things to them, and they don't even know. These little kids, they just trying to live life, and you get these little kids who are, on sex trafficking ranges and all that. Like, it's just crazy, man. It's wild. They sacrifice children at the highest level in Hollywood. They drink blood of young kids. This is a fact. That's why the next thing to be exposed will be all the pedophilia that is going to come out of Hollywood and come out of Washington, D.C. The human sacrifice and the cannibalism has been going on for years. Many of the Hollywood actors that you see go on a screen, what you don't know, they bring a witch. They do a big seance right there on the set, and they worship devils, and they allow devils to come into them before they take the part of what they are going to act, he said. It's a fact that I am telling you. It's a fact what I am telling you. And this is the truth, because you have many artists, many actors who speak of this. You feel what I'm saying? Like the brother Jarrell Jerome from the from When They See Us or something like that. What's the show called? When They See Us from Netflix. The brother Jarrell Jerome was talking about this when Oprah had held a little event in regards to the Netflix series, and he was just going into how he was experiencing a out of body experience, quote unquote, basically saying that he really felt like he was out of himself and he was somebody else. And that's what they partake in. That's what they deal with. Seances and the conjuring of spirits, so on and so forth. The left hand energy. That's what it's really about when it comes to what we don't see, what we're not privy to, in regards to the mass of our people, what they're not privy to, you know? So you see here Leo Cohen, and I believe this other guy's name is Lucience. I forget his last name, Lucience Grains or something like that. And I believe that Lucience means Lucifer. It means light bearing. That's what Lucience means. It means light bearing, the same as Lucifer. So you see here Kanye West with Leo Cohen, an ardent Luciferian, throwing up the 666 Yoni, just letting you know what they about. And Kanye West seems very, very uncomfortable because he was put under mind control. Leo Cohen is a handler. He's into the Kabbalah. He's heavy into that. He's a Jew, and he's into the Kabbalah, so-called Jew. That's Leo Cohen. You know what I mean? The devil him fucking self. And look at Kanye West, looking like he don't even want to be in this picture because he was put under mind control, man. Y'all have to wake up and understand this man was in a sunken place. And honestly, I want to say this. You know, I wish the best for the brother Kanye West, man. I really hope that the Most High, you know, helps this brother in some sort of way, man. Even though that's a stretch for me to say that because you know that this man is deeply embedded into this shit. But for the most part, you can tell that he wants to get out of it. But you can't, man. Once you sign your soul over, once you sell your soul over to Satan and you do certain things at the behest of Satan, that's it, man. That man sacrificed his mom. It's over for him. But at the end of the day, man, I do wish the brother well. So this is the book of Ephesians, chapter 5 and verse 11. And have no fellowship with the unfruitful works of darkness, but rather reprove them. And that's the reason why I wanted to do this quick video here, because it's important for us to expose it and call this out and not to fellowship with this nonsense. So God bless you all, and thank you for supporting the channel. Peace.